Hey guys, my name is Taylor and this is Acting Schmacting. I've been an actress for 6 years now, which is crazy to think about. Time just flies. And I thought I'd make this channel dedicated to just everything I learned. So my experience, tips, tricks, just everything like that. So I thought for my first official video, I would go over the 5 steps on beginning your acting career. I want to help you book. So this is just everything that I've learned over the time span of 6 years now? That's crazy to think about. I'm old. Anyway, so if you want to learn 5 steps on beginning your acting career, then just keep watching. Okay, so the first step on beginning your acting career is, I think, one of the most crucial points that I make in this video: getting an acting coach. So obviously an acting coach is going to teach you auditioning and acting and the craft and cold reading, which I can go into more depth later on if you guys want me to, so comment down below if you want that. Not only do they, do that, but they're also super connected, so they know agents, managers, casting directors, and an acting coach 9 times out of 10 is also a working actor. So they get it, they've been in your shoes, and they can relate to you. So they're gonna be connected, and they're gonna be great. They're gonna know what to do. And that one person who is not an actor is retired, but they're almost always a working actor. And I found great ones through Yelp, which actually surprised me because I thought Yelp was only for food. It isn't. You can find great acting coaches in your area, or if you want to go further, it's a great resource. Simple Google search, just looking at acting coaches, acting classes, it's super easy. And then Backstage.com, which is literally acting heaven. They have online forums dedicated to acting, articles, even job listings. So it's a great resource, and a great acting coach, I like to say, is someone who lets you do the same your way. They're going to give you pointers, they're going to give you tips, but ultimately you're just going to know if you have a good one. If you connect with them, and they kind of let you improv it. They let you do it. They let you, whatever comes naturally to you. That's the way to kind of pick a good one, and along with researching good ones. And once you do find an acting coach, sorry, I'm looking at my notes. I'm staying organized. I'm very professional. Not really. Once you do find a good acting coach, what I like to do and what I recommend that you do is doing a showcase. So now a showcase it sounds harder than it is. Really, it's a scripted scene. You're performing in front of an audience, and you're performing in front of agents, managers, casting directors that the acting coach is going to kind of bring in and say, look, I have this great class, come in, maybe you'll get signed by an agent, maybe not, but it's great exposure, and I definitely recommend doing that. I did that, and a month later I got my first job, which I will go to in more depth later on, which it was the best experience of my life. So I definitely recommend doing a showcase, getting an acting coach, getting your feet wet, and getting the confidence and the experience that you need before you, make any more steps, which I will cover later on in this video. So yeah, get an acting coach, crucial. Okay, so the next point is making a resume. It sounds very intimidating, and it is not by any means, and this is coming from somebody who had absolutely 0 experience, and I made it work. Me. So if I can do it, you can do it. So starting with, we all did a school play once, probably. So I put that on there. You didn't have to be the lead. Don't worry, you don't have to be this big thing to make a resume. I didn't. I was literally the trope, the tree in a school play trope, that was that. But I still put it on, and here I am. But putting that on, also your special skills. So maybe you're like a competitive swimmer, or you sing in your choir, or you're a barista. And that actually counts, believe it or not, as a special skill, which I think that's pretty cool. I would love to know how to make cool coffee, and I don't. Anyway, that's why I act. But, just things like that. And you don't have to be doing all this stuff to make a resume. You don't have to have a huge page. That's like middle to bottom. On the top is your name, your age, your height, and I think hair and eye color. So that's like the basic format. And also, which I forgot to cover, your acting coaching. So you also put your training on there. So the name of the person, acting studio, and whoever you went to. So you put that on there on the bottom, next to like special skills. And if you do want to add more to your resume, I recommend going to LA Casting and Actors Access. I use that. And it's a great online database resource type thing that you make a profile. It's free to join, which is a major plus. And you just basically submit for jobs, and they list like 1,000 projects every day. And yeah, you just put yourself out there, submit for yourself or submit for projects, and you know, they audition you, and it's all online. And if you do get picked to audition for them, they just send you an email, you know, all the details about the project. Super easy. I did it, you can too. The third step is getting a headshot, which when I first heard that word, I thought like I was gonna get hurt. Believe me, it's talking about pictures. So when you're submitted for things, you know, if you have an agent, which I will get to in the next point, or if you're just submitting yourself online, you have a resume, that's great, but people don't know what you look like. So you have to have a headshot. It is crucial. It's super simple. You can get referred to a photographer through your acting coach or by going online. I found I got referred by my acting coach, referred by my agent, and I actually got it online. So I had all these different photos, all those different ways, so I've been through it all. And they usually range like 3 to 5 looks. So what I mean by looks is like commercial, so happy, funny, you know, like sitcom type of stuff. Comical, so maybe you're wearing a funny tie or, you know, interesting glasses, and you're more, you know, silly. Theatrical, so dramatic, you know, very depressed, you know, and things like that. So like 3 to 5 looks. I think the most basic photography package you can get is like 2 to 3 looks, and which ranges from like $300 to $500. It sounds expensive, but you'll have these for a little while. If you're younger, the agents and acting coaches recommend that you get it about once a year. If you're older teens, you don't have to get them done every year. You can wait a little bit. I haven't got mine in 2 years, and I look the same from my photos. So it's super easy. This, out of everything on this list, this is the easiest one to do. You can get referred by anyone. Just do your research, and it'll be good. So anyway, on to the next point. Okay, the next step is getting an agent and or joining acting websites. I do both, and I still do both, but really the difference is acting websites, you're submitting yourself for roles, whereas an agent is doing all that work for you, and I'm lazy, so that worked out perfectly. But the way I got referred to my agent, and I really stress referred, agents usually like to see that you were sent by somebody, you know? So I was sent by my acting coach, who referred me to my agent, which, I mean, it's all about who you know in this instance. But ask your acting coach, you know, and they'll know people, they know people. So I was referred, and you can do a Google search. I've done that, I've seen agencies, but they really like to know that, you know, acting coaches are, you know, referring people. So I definitely think in this instance, who you know, ask questions, get yourself connected. Okay, the 5th and final step is to audition, audition, audition. I cannot stress this enough. This has helped me so much, and given me a lot more experience. And you know, you have to, on auditions, you work off, you know, what the casting director says, or, you know, scene part, you know, if you have a partner and you're working with someone, and you learn all these little things that no one else can teach you, you know, and you definitely learn from a lot of your mistakes. I have made quite a few embarrassing things happen to me on auditions, and if you want me to share that, I definitely will. But it just gives you so much experience and so much more confidence, you know. You walk in there, you know what to do, and you really hone your craft, and it's really what acting is all about, honing your craft, doing what you love, and being confident in yourself, and confident in what you do. So that's all I have to say on that. But Anyway, this has been 5 steps on beginning your acting career, and I hope this information was helpful to you. Comment down below if it was, and like this video. Anyway, that is all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!